All right. I've taken my coat off so that you can expect a new level of just freedom and intimacy
Okay.
in this podcast.
Are we recording?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the whole idea. Let's see. What's available out there for the strip lifestyle?
Well,
I'm thinking about that PAX South.
it's coming up. Next week we leave.
Yeah, on Wednesday. I don't know why it seems close. I guess it's because we just got back from Australia.
I didn't.
Well, you didn't. I did. You're fine.
Yeah.
No, I think that...
I'm rested and ready for PAX. It's been too long.
Yeah. Was there another one? No, it's going to be cool. I think that in Australia, the ritual that Kiko and I had involved Pandemic Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to think that, but it's actually sort of hard to fit that in around here when we have stuff to do. So I'm starting to wonder if Pandemic Legacy isn't sort of like the Ark of the Covenant or something, like if
It gets taken from PAX to
yeah,
PAX.
exactly, like it's a reliquary type thing. We just keep it going. But you did not like it.
I found it very challenging, frustratingly challenging. We played the first month twice and lost both times. And I later learned that you only succeeded in the first month because you did not play it correctly.
Yeah, but that isn't to say that our victory wasn't real, you know?
Yeah, it absolutely is. You didn't play it by the rules.
So hang on a second. That seems like a very limiting way to look at it. So you're saying that
I'm saying that the game you enjoy is not the real game.
is not even a real game.
So that's cool. You can keep playing that and just opening the files whenever you want and picking up whatever fucking virus pieces you feel like. And then at the end of the day go, hey, we won.
Yeah.
But you're not playing Pandemic.
Or let alone Legacy.
Or Legacy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually gonna put that in the strip file.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just the idea that you would try to make a case that not playing according to the rules and limitations that are placed on you, which is to say the game,
The game.
that you can still try to make some case. It's like, it's alternate. It's an alternate future.
Yeah.
Which is a true past. That's going to go in there.
Let's see. What else? Oh, I'm thinking about bringing my Wii U.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I think I could just tuck it in my suitcase and probably be fine.
Mork.
Yeah. Does that interest you?
Oh my God. That is so next level.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we did that road trip down to
San Diego.
was it the San Diego Comic-Con, and we had a GameCube in the back?
Yep, we played Soccer Slam.
With a TV?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might just put it in there.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that if you're bringing a PlayStation or an Xbox, that's some serious fucking hardware.
Yeah.
Even with the extra controller, like even having to bring the Wii U controller,
Right.
I still think that it's at least comparable because it's two really thin things.
They're very small. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to try anyway. So.
No, man. No, you don't do or do not.
Okay,
because,
I will. I will then.
Oh, man. Because that's basically all I want to do.
Yeah, I love it.
There are those who, the sum total of their desires, is to drop a zoom, zoom, zoom on a boom, boom. I mean, I'm not in that continuum, but...
Oh, you're saying all you want to do is play Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I would prefer... If we could play Xenoblade Chronicles,
yeah,
that would be great.
Well, I don't have that one.
You only have Xenoblade?
Blade. So, you want to play that?
Because we just cracked into the new shit.
Yeah.
I know for a fact, like usually with an open world thing, like I usually get sad or weirded out eventually that, I'm playing it wrong or that we're playing it wrong. Mm-hmm. But I don't feel like that at all.
No, I don't think we're playing it wrong. I think we're playing it right.
Well, last night. But hold on a second. Even though we go back, like we roll back through the command center, very rarely.
It's true.
Once every 10 hours.
Yeah, probably.
You think to get new missions that progress the game proper.
A guy sent me a mail this morning, actually, and he said that he has put 70 hours into Xenoblade, and he is on chapter 5. He's at the same place we are.
What?
Yeah.
You know why? Here's what's up. If we were playing, GTA,
Yes.
yeah, you can drive around and see a bunch of stuff, and like there's mini games and things that you can do. There's a lot of big stuff that's gated.
Yeah.
A lot of progression type stuff that's gated. I think the reason that this works for us is that even if we don't go back and check in with the main story, there's still a ton of content and it's still an RPG.
Yeah, you could just level and explore and get new gear.
Yeah, I mean, and that's
and
actually
never
what
go
we
back
like.
to base.
That's right. I mean, that's the game that we like, and that's the game that we want from an open world thing.
Right.
Right?
At some point, those skells are going to be gated by story content, I'm sure.
Well, and certainly zones.
And zones. But I do want a skell. And I'll go back, and I just finished the next chapter. So we're on to chapter 6 now, I think.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm sure we're moving through, but it's just, that's why. It's because typically you end up feeling stymied.
Yeah.
And here, there's just this great...
There's no stymie.
No, it's stymie-free.
Yeah. It's timeless.
It's a stymeless offering.
Yeah. So anyway, that's on the menu
Fucking
for
nerd.
South.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how I'm
yeah.
going to spend my evenings.
Listen.
And it's funny because people are always like, oh, man, I bet you're going out tonight. I bet you probably have a lot of stuff to do tonight. But no. I'm going to go and I'm going to sit in my room alone. I'm going to play Xenoblade.
But you know what? That is actually super interesting. I mean, you know what I do with these things, right?
Well, you do go out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
I have a dark thirst.
It's like a...
It's vampirism.
It's vampirism? Oh, you draw that energy from other people, I guess. You drain it from them.
Yeah, exactly. And
I have to recharge it quietly. Like, I have to be alone.
Yeah. Well, because we had lunch in your room once with Keek at PAX East.
Yeah.
And when I was in PAX Oz with Keek, I was like, and he was spending a lot of time with me, I think, because he wanted to make sure that I wasn't too lonely. Mm-hmm. And I was like, thanks for spending this much time with me, Keek. Like, I really appreciate it. And he's like, hell, it's no problem. This is what I do for Mike. And I was like, what do you? And I was like, well, what do you mean? And he's like, oh yeah, I mean, Mike just needs to like recharge. Like, when there isn't something out there that he's got to be doing, a lot of times he'll pop back to the room just to kind of collect himself for a little bit. And I was like, really?
Oh yeah.
Because that's the thing. I think that I know you. Fairly.
I thought you knew that I did that.
You'd never told me, and when you do it, you're invisible.
I don't know why I guessed you would have known that.
Because you're inside of a room. I'm not in there.
Yeah, I don't know why.
If I had been in there with you, or if you had told me, then this would be information that I would know.
Yeah.
But
those are all good points.
Yeah. And I was just like, man, like I didn't know that was your thing. Like, because when I'm there, like I'm like just like a receiver station. Mm-hmm. Like the compulsion to be hyper available physically and emotionally is very real.
Yeah.
In that context. And I think that for you it must not be possible.
No, it's never been. I mean, this has been my strategy since we started doing PAXs. Man, it's only gotten more and more sort of ingrained as time goes on. It's just if I'm not scheduled to be somewhere, or if I'm not actively like pin trading or doing something.
Well, yeah, but that's true. You actually make a lot of time for pins.
I make a lot of time for pin trading. I'll go down a couple hours before I'm supposed to do something or whatever,
that's true.
Be somewhere to pin trade.
Yeah, you have a different.
But I find that, I mean, I eat every meal by myself in my room, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I eat, I'll go back there for like an apple, or I'll go back during the day for like a snack or something, just for like, even if it's like 20 minutes, I'll just sit in the room, like with the lights off, dark, quiet, for like 20 minutes, and then I'll go back to the floor.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Well, and once I heard that from Kiko, I was like, huh, I'll try that. So,
Oh, you did?
yeah.
What did you think?
Well, again, because, that compulsion is very real.
Yeah, there's definitely some guilt associated with it, but I'm no good to them dead.
If you will.
Yeah. Right? I need that time to be of any value.
Yeah. So, but my ritual was a little more complicated, just because. So if I'm in the room, if I'm in the hotel room, I don't have any clothes on, and I don't know if that's how you do it.
No, that's not how I do it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I do. As soon as I get into a hotel room,
you take all your clothes off?
I peel it. I peel it off.
Why?
Sensually, in front of the mirror.
Huh.
No, because that's. I don't know why. Now that I think about it, I don't have a good explanation.
But we've shared hotel rooms before, and you don't walk around.
Yeah,
naked.
of course not. There's a piece of information there.
But you're saying if you have the room to yourself, you are 100% all the time naked?
Yeah, and it's super inconvenient because, it's like when you order lunch, you just wait there and read, and then they come with the lunch. Like, for me, I got to get dressed.
Why don't you just keep your clothes on?
Because I don't want to. It isn't. That's not how it's done.
Are you just jacking it all the time?
That's so yucky.
Well, unless
you'll
you're
note that I didn't say
unfettered
no.
access.
You'll note that I did not deny.
Oh.
But no, of course, no, I don't.
Oh.
No, not any more than usual.
It's just like a free. You just like to feel au natural.
I just feel free. Well, yeah, exactly. Because I think that it's ritual. I think that it sort of resets it, right?
No.
Well, no, because when I put, I don't know. I think that we probably just have different approaches, like different ritual approaches, right? Mm-hmm. Your ritual, and that's clearly what it is.
Yeah.
Is to return and sort of, get back to who you are.
Yeah.
Or just ameliorate the stress and tension of that so that you can continue to perform it.
Right.
But for me, like when I'm getting dressed, I'm also changing my personality.
Oh, you're putting on the uniform.
Yeah, and some aspects of that raiment are psychic. And so I can ritually return, to myself just by undoing the other one.
That's gross.
Well, it's just true. I mean, it definitely works, but it eats up some of the time that would be relaxation because I have to go through this whole thing.
You have to have the attendants wash you.
Yeah. While I think upon great works.
Yeah.
No.
Well.
So it's a different thing. Well, gross.
Gross. And if you want to come to my room, you gotta have your clothes on.
You gotta have your shit on, man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess when I say alone, Kiko is as good as being alone.
Yeah, it is vitally important to find those people.
Yeah.
Who
you also would be in that category.
Yeah, and it's not. Yeah, right.
It's a person that requires no work. Absolutely no effort. Not even a single thought given to their experience of the moment.
Yeah, it's someone that you feel safe with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I suspect that Kara is like that for you also, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Brenna does not. It's like if someone were to give me a +1 for a party, like,
yeah,
I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
She doesn't add to the value of other people in the room. Like, honestly, the two of us together probably are 0 people. We can both just read.
Yeah.
And then if she reads something really cool, she wants to tell me about it, but I also want to hear it. So it's not.
Yeah.
It works out fine. But yeah, I hadn't considered that. Kiko is definitely in that vein. And also, I think I'm interesting to Kiko. Kiko and I are very different, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that the way I perceive things is
a real treat.
Is very interesting to him. It's very surreal. Sometimes he'll ask me questions. No, not cereal, Siri, you piece of shit.
Why do you even have that turned on?
I don't even.
Has there ever been a time where you're like, "Hey Siri"?
Never.
Yeah.
No, listen, man. I don't even know why it's on.
I think you have to turn it on. The ability for it to listen when it's just asleep.
Maybe Siri turned itself on.
This is how it starts.
Like some bullshit. Well, I'm gonna deal with you later. No, I'm gonna deal with you right now, Siri. I'm not going to allow Hey Siri. Get out.
Hey Siri.
No
are there any
way.
good Thai places around here?
No, I've seen the commercial, right? And it's like talking about, oh yeah, nothing's changed except everything.
Everything.
And it's just like they're just showing all these people like when their friends are around, they're talking to their phone instead, and we're supposed to think that this is a
Hey Siri, what's that star called?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Like it's supposed to be this like aspirational thing where it's like you are with 3 of your best friends.
Yeah.
And you're out, and instead of saying like, "Do you guys know a cool place around here?"
Yeah.
Is there a place that you guys have been before and you've enjoyed it, or is there some experience you've had that you'd like to share with us? Like, Thra.
Well, Thra.
Are there any banks we can knock over?
Hey Siri, are there any good prostitutes around here?
Looking at I mean it's just. Ugh.
Hey Siri, where can I find the good whores?
The premium whores.
I found 17 whores.
Nope.
I don't use it that way.
No. It's like Siri. Where can I find whores that accept Square payments?
Oh God, you know there's whores that do it. There must be.
Well, why wouldn't you? Yeah, and it's they're a masseuse,
Sure.
right?
Well, no, I mean I bet there's even like, I bet there's some crack whore who figured out the app. It's like I can make this really easy.
Well, and this is like I can differentiate myself in a crowded marketplace. Well, because once you start talking about that, then it's like, I mean, do you want to go Foursquare? I mean, do you want to allow check-ins? And it's like,
yeah,
who's the mayor?
So I am. It looks like I'm going to be a counselor at camp. My son's camp.
That's the worst idea.
They have. I know they have like a 3-day 5th grade school camp.
Okay, so all right. Have they ever like seen your? Have they Google searched you?
Well, I mean they need like. The problem is that no dads want to do this. They need like 17 guys still to go.
Oh, to fill out the
they want dads,
the cabins?
Yeah, they want dads for the cabins. They want the boys to have dads. And dads, I think as a rule, know that that's a real shit show and you don't want to do that.
Well, my dad did it.
Yeah, my dad did it. And so I'm going to do it. I think you'd do it, but I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. Managing these 11-year-olds when the lights go out at 10 o'clock. They don't want to be quiet.
Yeah. You need to. I should write you a couple curses, because they'll believe anything that rhymes.
Yeah.
And you should. You don't understand. You need to leverage everything from the Diary of a Wimpy Kid that takes place at camp.
Okay. I'll have to read that.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Your son has it.
Yeah.
Basically, there has to be an ancient story, some kind of a ghost.
Oh, yeah. I should cook up a ghost story.
Yeah.
I should really fuck them up.
You should haunt these little fuckers. Yeah, that sounds great to me. You know what you should do? You should bring all of your consoles.
You're not allowed to bring electronics. Not even like a camera.
Well, how are they going to record these incredible memories?
They have to bring like one of those click cameras things, I guess.
They have like a court stenographer.
I guess those are allowed. But anyway, there might be some material after that.
Dude, listen, I think there's material before.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm telling you right now, the first panel where you're like, yeah, I guess I'm going to be a kind of a camp counselor at school. And then I say, have they Googled you?
It's a chaperone, really. Although I don't know that I should be chaperoning shit. Have they Googled you?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Have they spent even 5 minutes Googling you?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's at least 2 comics in this concept.
Yeah.
God, I would have a hard time in that situation. Like, I would do my best, but I don't really have, like, I don't feel like I have the moral authority. like with my own children, you know, I'm partially responsible for their existence, and so I feel like I have to take responsibility, you know, for these other, you know, alien larvae. You know, I don't. It's like if I see somebody, like some kid at the park, like I don't know how it works in their family. You know what I mean? Like, parenting is really weird, and everyone else is always doing it wrong. So, you know what I mean? Like they're really like they are super bad at parenting.
I've known a lot of these kids since kindergarten. I've seen them in kindergarten soccer and basketball, and so I know them and they know me. I feel pretty comfortable telling them to go to bed. I feel very comfortable telling them to shut up.
You probably have told them to go to bed at least once
I have told
before.
a lot of them to go to bed at my house, yeah.
Because they're probably going to bunk them with people that they know.
I think they get to pick like their 4 favorite people or whatever, and they try to put them in their, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to know these kids. So
camp is such a fuck fest. Did you...
Really? For you? I did not fuck anyone at camp.
No, I don't mean
didn't
fuck
fuck
fest
anyone
in the...
until after high school.
No, this is not the positive connotations.
Oh.
This is like, no. This is like bad. Just as a social environment, it was so fraught.
Yeah, I did not super enjoy camp. I remember dissecting an owl pellet.
Oh, you did it in the woods?
Yeah.
It's on brand, I guess.
Yeah, they gave you like this owl pellet, and then you had to cut it open and pull out all the little mice bones.
Right.
And then reassemble the mouse.
Oh, absolutely. It's like a gross puzzle.
Yeah.
It's like the most disgusting puzzle.
Disgusting puzzle.
Yeah, I mean, what's funny is that'll happen in class and be like, yeah, but if Elliot like went out to the woods and found one, I'd be like, fucking put that down.
Gross. You know what that is?
Don't fuck with that. Obviously, in school, in a different situation. But
yeah. It's a cocoon of fur.
Yeah,
containing the bones.
It's like a funeral barge for a mouse. This is a nightmare scenario.
Yeah,
just this lozenge of death and fur matted.
It's gross.
It is gross. Yeah. I mean, but is Gabe in real life? You're gonna do it, and it's honestly, here's what's up. It's gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. But that's not a good comic. But. You know, but at the same time, like when I think about Gabe, I feel like he'd be proud.
Oh yeah, he would definitely like.
Yeah, he would sort of be puffed up about it, right?
Yeah, I've been asked to be a camp volunteer. You were asked to be a volunteer? Well, I volunteered.
Okay. yeah. That's the first panel, and right into the second panel.
But they were gonna ask. Well, I volunteered, but they would ask.
I could tell.
I could tell. That seems like a horrible idea. These people, have they even bothered to Google you?
Okay. No, with the children you've made, you know, there's no legal recourse. but
has the school district thought to Google you even once?
Even one time. Even Bing.
Even Bing. Shit. Even Bing. I wonder if Bing has bad stuff for me. I know my Google one's not great, but I wonder if my Bing one's better. I'm gonna look.
Let's see. They asked you to volunteer.
The first thing that comes up again is Microhulic net worth. No, I just want to look at.
You know what? This is something that is very disturbing. If I go to net worth, if I go to, you know, famouspersonnetworth.com or whatever, there's one for Mork Krahalo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wow, my Bing one is super good.
Haha. But I'm saying that there's one for Mork Krahalo.
Yeah. Well, I have a net worth, yeah.
Yeah, but internet Satan. And then what about Jerry Holkins?
You don't have one.
Certainly he's contributed.
No.
Certainly he exists.
Nope, you're not even listed.
In this continuum, no.
Jerry Holkins' net worth? Pfft.
He probably doesn't even have a worth. He's worthless. He's net worthless.
Maybe maybe they just assume that it's the same as mine.
It's not.
It's more.
It's not. Okay? Yeah. I went there.
But look at this. Bing, Microhulic IMDb, Microhulic Fallout Wiki. That's
what?
Weird.
Oh, for your comics from Mr. Pinchy.
Microhulic DeviantArt.
Yeah, and then just Microhulic Deviant. So
no, Microhulic Penny Arcade Wikipedia, Twitter. Yeah, nothing bad at all on the whole first page. Thanks, Bing.
No, hold on a second. So the line is you were asked to chaperone.
Oh, I was asked to volunteer.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if it was if how it flipped around, but now I see the arc of that.
Yeah. Who's asked to volunteer? You were asked to volunteer? Well, I volunteered, but they would have asked. They were going to ask.
Well, I volunteered, but they were going to ask.
They were gonna ask.
He knows. He knows.
Yeah.
They asked you to volunteer? I was asked to volunteer. Camp at Gabe's school.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. What are you talking about?
What
I
did
have a lot to offer the young mind.
What did I say? What did I say before?
When?
Oh, was it just have they Googled you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, even Bing.
Even Bing.
I mean, normally I wouldn't suggest this, but
Even a Bing search.
or Binged you? Did they bong you?
Did they bing bong you?
Or binged you? Bonged?
Was there a verb for that? Probably, I bet they have one on the Microsoft campus. I mean, I bet like if you go there, they're like, oh yeah, I'll just Bing it. I bet they say it.
Well, yeah, because I'm sure that if you say that you're going to use another search engine, you die in seconds.
Yeah. One of the snipers gets you.
You turn into pulp.
But we've been to the campus enough. Like I can hear them saying, "Oh yeah, I'll Bing it," like just naturally.
Yeah, but then they just using the verb Bing for Google.
Right.
Right.
They still just Google it.
Yeah, they still Google. They still Goog.
Yeah.
I think Goog should be the verb for Google. Because Google's the company that, oh yeah, I'm going to Goog it.
I'm gonna Goog it. Got Googed. I Googed it, and this was the information.
Well, yeah, I mean, after you Goog something, it done got Googed.
It done got Googed, son.
All right. Have they Googled you or Binged you? Bonged?
They even
Do they know anything about you?
Googled you?
Oh, no. I was saying that, like, you know, in the case of, like with your own kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For your own kids, there's no real legal ramification. But the school district should at least fucking Google you. You know what? I should probably give him a call. Please don't.
Yeah, he is Satan. Yeah, he's returned. He's back.
Yeah, it's basically the devil.
He's the super devil. He's like two devils.
Devil with two heads.
Like one on top of the other, just like devils in a pile.
Wearing like an overcoat to pretend to be one larger devil.
Yeah, I mean, it should suck that bad.
It's a classic routine.
It's a classic routine, but in this scenario, it has terrifying ramifications. Ordinarily, that would be humorous.
But I think you'll agree that in this situation, that's pretty long.
No, but it can be the whole last panel.
It can? That is really long. So, okay. So he's on the phone with the
I need
school?
air. Stop. Oh, God.
He's on the phone with the school?
Oh, yeah, hang on here. It can be around your own children without, you know, and I have no legal recourse.
But this school district has no idea who you are.
I
guess they've never heard of Google.
Has the school Googled you or Binged you? Bonged? Do they know anything about you? I mean, does Gabe have a rejoinder there?
Maybe.
Yeah, he might. Like, they know that. They know that no other dads signed up.
Yeah. They know that no other dads volunteered. Signed up, yeah. Have they Googled you? Do they know you at all? They know that no other dads signed up.
I'm calling.
I'm calling the school. Yes, he's quite literally the devil.
He's worse than the devil.
He's like two devils. Two devils standing on top of each other. Like one, I don't know how you say it.
No. He's worse than, he's worse than the devil. He's like one devil standing on another devil's shoulders with an overcoat.
Yeah. So as to appear as a larger devil. A single
larger devil.
Which is a classic scheme.
It's a classic bit.
It's a classic bit.
And ordinarily...
But this can't fit in one panel.
Of course it can. Of course it can. We need to write it, and then we'll figure out...
And ordinarily... And I think you'll agree... Let's see. And ordinarily...
It's a classic bit, and ordinarily...
fairly innocuous, but I think you'll agree.
But in this case, it has terrifying ramifications. He's worse than the devil. He's like one devil perched up.
Who are you talking to? Perched upon the shoulders of another devil.
Of a second devil.
Of a second devil.
He's like if a devil... No, he's like a devil perched up on the shoulders of another devil wearing an overcoat.
So as to appear as a single larger devil.
It's a classic bit, and ordinarily, it would delight.
It would delight?
Yeah, it's just like, it's honestly not as long as you think.
Okay.
But it's just like...
That's what she said.
Yeah, and ordinarily, just like the ordinarily bit, like, what would it ordinarily be? Like,
right.
it ordinarily would be funny, right?
Well, ordinarily, I don't know, it's not funny, but it's normally it's like kids pretending to be an adult, and
it's innocuous.
Harmless.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's the devil. No, he's like a...
Worse than that.
Here we go. No, he's a devil. No, he's like a devil. Here. I was asked to volunteer to chaperone camp at Gabe's school. They asked you to volunteer? Well, I volunteered. They're going to ask. You can be around your own children, and I have no legal recourse. But has the school Googled you or Binged you? Bonged? Do they know you at all? They know...
They know that no other dad signed up.
No dad signed up. I'm calling them. Oh, yeah, he's the devil. No, he's like a devil perched up on the shoulders of another devil, wearing an overcoat so as to appear as a single larger devil. It's a classic bit, and ordinarily it would be harmless. But in this case, it has terrifying ramifications. It's weird as shit, but I like it.
Really weird.
Yeah.
But I feel there's a couple funny jokes in there.
Oh, there's tons of funny jokes in here.
Yeah.
It's pure joy. It's joy for the gathered throng.
Read the first line again to me.
Yeah, it's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the twos. It's 2 twos. I was asked to volunteer to chaperone camp at Gabe's school, but the volunteer part is what I like.
I think you just say, I was asked to volunteer at Gabe's camp.
Yeah, yeah.
School camp.
Yep. Gabe's school camp.
You were asked to volunteer? Well, I volunteered, but that's a funny joke.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Do we claim victory?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Behold!
When I cast the pot, it's like I cast the rod, keeping it hard like a motherfucker gas robot.
I'm reeling cod, today's fresh catch. I mean a podcast, something about nets.
Yes, it gets better when it's winter. I'm fettered by my fish gear, catch and release, get in that crease when my fish near.
Talk about a plant best laid off that stray, and yes, I crave that tuna with his peck fin splayed. But while I'm glistening from the whole sea, you better listen into TLC.
I got that wild caught salmon. It's tender and it's moist.
Downloadable content, a podcast of choice.